Hey y'all. All right, now we're going to look at how to solve systems of equations when you don't have opposite coefficients and you don't have same coefficients. So we're going to have to do a little bit of rigging with this, but we're going to have to do rigging like we did with the last one where we had to multiply by -1, but this time you're going to be multiplying by numbers other than -1. So if you look at the coefficients in front of the x, we have a 2, and when there's not 1, it's actually a 1, and you have 2 and 9. They're not opposite coefficients. They're not the same coefficients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see if the smaller coefficient can divide into the bigger coefficient evenly. Can 1 go into 2? Yes. Can 2 go into 9? No. So I am going to work with my x's. So I'm going to eliminate my x's, which means if I have a positive 2x up top, I need a negative 2x on the bottom. So what would I multiply 1 by to get -2? Well, you would multiply it by -2. So what we're doing is we're doing the distributive property 3 times. So -2 times 1x is -2x. -2x times 9y is going to be -18y. And then -2 times -27 is going to be a positive 54. Then what I do is I bring down the top equation that I didn't touch. And let's put it down here. So I have 2x plus 2y equals 10. And then I'm good to go because I've got my opposite. So I'm going to put my plus bar. And if you need to do the columns so that you don't mess up, you can. I'm going to bring my equal sign down. -2x plus 2x is gone, 0x. -18y plus 2y is a -16y. And a 54 plus 10 is a positive 64. Then we got to figure out, well, what are we multiplying -16 by to get positive 64? So we take 64 and we divide it by 16 negative. And that sorry, I'm using my graphing calculator and I'm not comfortable with it because it has me do the things different. So 64 divided by -16 is -4. So y is going to equal -4. So I know my points are going to intersect at x something -4. So now that I know what my y is, how do you find the x? Well, with this, you can go back and you actually have 3 equations that you can plug it into. You can plug it into one of the original ones, or you can plug it into the one that you fixed. Again, I would plug it into the one that is the easiest, and to me, that's the top right there. Let me circle it. So I'm going to plug in the -4 in place of my y. So I'm going to have 2x plus 2 times -4 equals 10. I have 2x minus 8 equals 10. I'm going to add 8 to each side. I get 2x equals 18. I divide by 2, and x is equal to 9. So x is 9. Now again, if you want to check it, all you need to do is plug your x and your y into your 2 original equations. That would be the easiest thing to do. So let's check if it's 9 -4. So 9 goes in place of all the x's. So I'm going to have 2 times 9 plus 2 times -4 should equal 10. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times -4 is -8. And is 18 minus 8 10? Yep. Down here, we're going to put the 9 in place of the x, plus we have 9 times -4. And if we did that right, it should equal -27. I'm going to come down here. So we have 9 minus 36 equals -27. 9 minus 36 is -27. So -27 equals -27, so we did it right. So that is our answer for that particular problem. Okay? All right, let's look at another one. Okie doke. So first thing we need to do is we need to identify the coefficients. Look at the smaller coefficient and see if it goes into the bigger coefficient evenly. So my smaller coefficient on the x is 1, and 1 can go into -6. My smaller coefficient on the y is 2, but 2 can't go into -5 evenly. So I'm going to deal with the x. So if the -6x is up top, what do I need on bottom? Yes, positive 6. So I'm going to multiply the entire thing by positive 6. So when I multiply the distributive property 3 times, I get 6x minus 30y equals 36. Then I bring down that top equation that I didn't touch and put it underneath. Negative 6x plus 2y equals 20. Then I am good to go because I have my opposite coefficients. Now, you add the columns. 6x minus 6x is going to be 0. I'm not putting down 0x because it will get confusing. Negative 30y plus 2y is negative 28y. And 36 plus 20 is 56. Now, negative 28 times what is 56? Well, opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by negative 28, and I get y equals negative 2. So I know my lines are going to intersect at something 2. So now that you know what y is, how do you find x? Again, go back to one of the equations. You can use it this one, or the one that you changed. I'm going to go back to the original one because, again, I like the ones that are the easiest. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one because this one's smaller. So I'm going to put negative 2 in place of my y. So I'm going to have x minus 5 times negative 2 equals 6. X plus 10 equals 6. Subtract 10, and x is equal to negative 4. So we put negative 4. Now, again, mental math, I'm just going to make sure that this is right just by plugging in the top. So negative 6 times negative 4 would be 24. And then plus 2 times 2 would be 4. So negative 24 plus 4 is 20. So we're good to go on that one. All right, now that was with one, you have one choice. What happens if you've got two possible choices? So if you look at your coefficients, negative 3 can go into 9. Don't worry about the signs right now. And 4 can go into 12. So you get to choose which one you want to do. Let's eliminate the y's this time just because we've been eliminating the x's the first time on the other two. So if 4 can go to 12 evenly, and this is a positive 12y on the bottom, what needs to be on top? A negative 12y. So what would you multiply 4y by to get negative 12y? Yes, you would multiply it by negative 3. So I'm going to multiply all three things by negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 3x is going to be 9x. Negative 3 times positive 4y is negative 12y. And negative 3 times negative 12 is going to be positive 36. Then I bring down the one that I didn't touch, the negative 9x plus the 12y equals negative 15. And then I'm good to go. Uh-oh. Do you notice something? What happens to the x's and the y's? They're completely gone. So this side's going to be a 0. Well, what's 36 minus 15? That's 21. Is that true? No. So this is going to be a no solution, which means what kind of lines are they? These are actually going to be parallel lines. Okay? So again, if you have one that you can just deal with the one. But if you got two choices, you actually can deal with either one of them, and you're going to end up with the same answer. All right, talk to you later. Stay well. Bye-bye.